It's that wall of sound that kind of everything centers up and comes out of this like peripheral of your hearing, those little layers and stuff. So anytime I hear that, it's just well-rounded craftsmanship for a song and the arranging. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Low End University. No Cigars from MILLENCOLIN's fourth studio album, Penny Bridge Pioneers, released in 2000. And out of all the song requests on Patreon last month, this one came in first place, thanks to Benjamin, who requested this. I already had these guys on my list, so this just moved them up quite a lot. Now, what's surprising about this band is learning that they're from Sweden. I always see them mentioned in the same circles of all the USA staple bands that we've done here on the channel. Always cool to see how worldwide this is. I thought these guys were from the States. And going to check out their lineup, another cool thing to shout out is that they've had the same lineup since they've started, essentially, over 30 years ago. You don't see that every day. 30 years. Looks like it's been the same four people, so got to give a nod to that. But without further ado, here's my first time hearing MILLENCOLIN with No Cigar.
Okay. Where did you go to school? Right as around your cool. Yeah, you're the kid all day. You got a sticker in your face. Information about your case so you know your potential.
When I hear this guitar thing in the intro, I kind of like how it darkened it up a bit. You know, this kind of straight driving, kind of poppy chord progression usually sounds a bit more peppy and happy, but these guitar layers kind of give it a darker, more dissonant sound. Just that one guitar track kind of changed it up right here. It's kind of got that half-step droning thing. It almost sounds like they're playing it together. So like... And what's kind of cool about that, the chords they're using, C sharp, that make it minor. And then when they do that over A, it kind of gives it that sharp 4 sound. But just that little bit of dissonance kind of gives a really deeper, darker vibe to this progression. I just like layering stuff like that. I'm a sucker for it. Okay, good bass tone. Sounds kind of driving P-Bass with a pick. Let's keep it going. And I like little things like that little rest there, just an 8th rest. Little breathing spots are so effective for just transitioning to different song sections. I mean, they could have just kept driving it straight, right? I like stuff like this. Next part. Sorry, I gotta get this. There it was. Melodic. These are big guitar chords they're doing here, which gives it a really rich kind of melodic playground. Beautiful vocals too, really clean, kind of emotive. Great vocalist. Let's go back to about here. That droning. Ooh, on the left channel here, I guess if you're looking at me, it'd be over here. Little layer they're adding in. Seriously, I'm a sucker for good guitar arranging when you have multiple guitars. And they're not just playing the same thing, they're kind of alternating. And then when they join together for choruses, it's that wall of sound that kind of everything centers up and comes out of this like peripheral of your hearing, those little layers and stuff. So anytime I hear that, it's just well-rounded craftsmanship for a song and the arranging. Another thing I like about this too is that it has all the ingredients to be, again, a happier sounding punk song, rock song, right? But just simply the order of the chords gives it that kind of unsure, like it almost kind of sounds minor and dark, but it's not serious and dark. So what I mean by that is if I just took these same 4 chords they're doing, where they're just starting on the C sharp minor, they're starting on the 6 first, going down to the E, then the F sharp. So if I were to simply rearrange those like it would have a whole different sound. So chord ordering is a huge kind of underrated thing you can do in a song. If you have a 4-chord progression, just rearrange them a bit. It might change your melody or require you to kind of change some things around, but you can really kind of, if you think it's too happy, you can rearrange them. If you think it's too dark, you can kind of do what I did and just put the 1 more on the first out of the 4 chords and then put those minors in the middle. It's all about kind of how you end a cadence like that. So this is a good mix, starting on the 6, minor chord to another minor chord. So little stuff like that's effective.
We will shut you out, we'll put you in doubt if you think that you're special. We'll tell you who you are, we'll tell you that you're close but no cigar. But I don't wanna
No
hear
cigar.
it. No, it's more than I accept, 'cause I don't care where I belong no more. What we share or not I will ignore. And I won't waste my time fitting in.
Perfect example here. They took out the C sharp, the minor. So we're in the key of A. It's not the minor 6, I'm sorry. It's the minor 3 chord. Minor 6 would be the F sharp. Anyway, they removed the C sharp from this section using 3 of the same chords we've been on, but just reordering them. It has a bit more of a optimistic, happier sound. They went up to that B there would really drive home the happier feel, but they're kind of sticking to E, F, F sharp, and A. Right here.
And I won't waste my time fitting in. 'Cause I don't think good just is a sin.
Slight bit happier.
What they say is, go back, you can't run. They tell you that, but I don't wanna hear. No, I don't wanna hear. No, I don't wanna hear it. No, it's mine, I don't.
Catchy vocal layering there. Good stuff to put on the second half of the song. Got a little Queen there for a second.
You can't run. They tell you that, but I don't wanna hear. No, I don't wanna hear. No, I don't wanna hear it.
Beautiful.
No, it's mine and I accept, 'cause I don't care where I belong no more. What we share or not I will ignore. And I won't waste my time fitting in.
Another little nice layer there. Kind of in the guitar part. This whole song is a play on just the guitar, the way it drives the piece. I know I'm a bass channel, but this is just good meat and potatoes driving bass. Good tone, mixed well. I don't have a lot to say about it, but I like the guitar stuff here. Really driving home that slightly polished poppy sound, but not too much. I feel like every guitar layer we've heard, we've cycled through quite a bit, has been really responsible for how the energy of the song has just driven through. Changing of the drum grooves. I mean, this is just like a grade A, perfect punk song with a poppy edge. Okay, I like what I'm hearing. Right here.
We share or not, I will ignore. And I won't waste my time betting
Good stuff.
it. 'Cause I don't think you're just as I said. No, I'm not a sin.
Well, there you have it. Another band to cross off my list in my ongoing punk rock discovery, a very obligatory band, I'm learning. But thanks to all of you on Patreon who requested MILLENCOLIN and got this one in first place. I think my takeaway is that I would have never known they were a Swedish band. You know, we've done Refused and Satanic Surfers, and both those bands had a really deep kind of slightly weird thing going on, kind of in that Swedish rock and metal flair, a bit symphonic, a bit dark, maybe a bit classical in some parts, but these guys sound cut from the same cloth as a lot of the Southern California bands we've heard. So really kind of cool. I wonder who their influences are. I'd certainly love to come back to the band and hear something a bit more involved, but this was just a grade A, catchy melodic song with great arranging, great layering. I really liked how they took a classic chord progression and reordered it just a bit differently for a different sound, and those kind of darker timbres within the progression, the layering and such, just kind of gave it a bit of a melodic edge. Cool song. Really loved the vocals. Bass playing was pretty straight ahead, grinding along, keeping the energy. That's what I've got. But thank you guys for hanging out with me today. If you'd like to support the channel further, come find us on Patreon. I do full albums over there. I think we've done 11 or 12 full punk album reviews so far. It's been a blast. And if you enjoyed this, please make sure you're subscribed. I love you all. We'll see you in the next one.